Hi guys, my name is Rohan and I'm the founder of Devine Audio. I'm going to talk about uh, the journey to the audio Nirvana. And in fact, this is my collection. Right now, I have some collection. And as you know, I started with Japanese stuff when I was, about 19 years old. I started liking, this, audio, and these are the amplifiers that we used, those days, and these are the amplifiers and the systems, we desire those days, and then from there we discovered, European and American, audio amplifiers and the cassette decks, those days cassette decks, and then we discovered the American and European, I said, and these are some of them. Sometimes, I didn't have money to buy, really good American and European stuff. But I started with NAD 3020i when I switched from um, Japanese amplifiers to European amplifiers. This is one of the examples. This is the NAD 3020i with the tuner, and this works. And I bought this non-working, and I got it to work. And I'm a technician. I'm qualified in electronics. My higher studies were done in electronics. That is how journey begins. At certain point, I started making amplifiers, speakers for my use, because I thought will be that will be a way to save money and get the best out of your money, because you are paying lots of money to marketing and other stuff. So if you can build from the scratch, and that will be the best that you can get, and if you can do it properly. So, but somehow I was always in the second hand market, and I get stuff for cheaper price, because the things that are not working properly, uh, I fix them and I can use them, and I fix them, and not only fix them, and I upgrade them, I recap them, and I start using them. So building stuff from the scratch takes lots of time. So that way I can get second-hand stuff, non-working stuff, and save lots of money. That is equivalent to building, that is cheaper than building, from the scratch, because from building from the scratch is not that easy as well. So that is why I started this, journey, and that is how I started developing speakers, and the speaker development became really good, and I wanted the ultimate speakers to be built. I had so many speakers built, and my website is www.devineaudio.com. So you can visit there, and you can see my reviews and stuff like that. And recently these are the new speakers of mine, and they are working just like full range drivers. They are multi-way drivers. I'm not a fan of full range drivers, because full range drivers are either lacking in bass or lacking in highs. Full range drivers are not completely full range drivers, unless you spend hell of a lot of money. So these speakers are working, as even though they are multi way speakers, they're working like full range speakers. Anyway, we'll post more videos, more music, and everything in this thing. But right now I want to come introduce myself, and see these are the things that this quad 2 amplifier and the 22 control amplifier I just bought today. And they have it has got lots of it had some problems. See, you see some knobs are missing because knobs are binding. Those knobs are cracked and you glued, so they were binding. So they the selector switch was not working properly. So now I got the real selector switch working, and it's working. And not only that, this side, one of these tubes, this tube is glowing red. That means it's either the tube is bad, or it is not properly working. That's a problem with the circuit. The high current is going through this going through the tube. That is why it is glowing. Most probably what I think is this tube is bad. That's the case, because these amplifiers are auto bias. And this is this is a Lafayette amplifier, which is a cheaper amplifier. In those days, this Lafayette I bought without tubes and non-working condition. I'm going to go into details and show you how I did it, and everything in the next video. And my goal is to screen audio files into different direction of getting the ultimate satisfaction, which is called audio nirvana. Whether there's audio nirvana or not, we'll talk about that. And so far on the way to audio nirvana, what I experienced, I'm going to talk about in later videos. And in the way to audio nirvana, these vintage amplifiers played a big role. If you have the ability to service and fix these ones, and recap them, they're really good amplifiers. All these amplifiers I collected, not just I like them because in back in the days, I really dream about these amplifiers. Not only that, I want to test with my speakers when I'm trying to make a pair, really good speakers, because speakers are the final link of all the electronics and all the audio reproduction. That's a final stage. The speakers make the electronic signal into acoustic signal. So that's a final. If the speakers are not good, then you're not going to get anything better out of this. Even though your electronics are so good, doesn't matter. It's not going to reproduce the music really well. So there are two types of things. That some people are hiding behind electronics, and they try to get their speakers sound good because of the electronics. I'm going the other way around. I'm going to make the perfect speakers, good speakers, which will sound with any considerably good amplifier, CD player, and so on and so forth. Okay, we'll come back to you with next video. I'm going to talk about the Lafayette amplifier, how I made the amplifier, what was the condition and what was the problem. But I'm going to show all those things, what I did to the Lafayette amplifier, and we are going to listen to some music as well. Bye for now.